Imagine a village facing imminent danger with no way to escape. But then a brilliant mind arrives armed with nothing but a wit and a plan. Join us as we dive into the captivating tale of Birbal and his ingenious trick that saved the day. This is a story of bravery, cunning, and the power of a person to make a difference. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll tell you the story of Birbal's trick to save the village. Once upon a time, during the reign of the great Mughal Emperor Akbar, there existed a peaceful village on the outskirts of the capital Agra. The villagers were simple folk farmers, weavers, potters, living quiet lives under the shade of banyan trees and the blessings of the emperor. But one day, that peace was shattered. A band of ruthless tax collectors, led by a greedy noble named Raja Bhanu Singh, arrived in the village with soldiers and scrolls. With a dramatic flourish, Raja Bhanu read from a decree. By the emperor's orders, this village now owes double taxes for failing to send tribute last month. The villagers were stunned. But we sent the grain and the coin to the capital as required, one elder cried. The soldiers laughed. Do you have proof? Without papers or witnesses, your words mean nothing. The villagers were helpless. They had no written receipts. Only trust in the honesty of their messenger, who had mysteriously vanished. Raja Bhanu gave them 5 days to pay the tax or face eviction. Panicked, the villagers sent a plea to the emperor himself. Fortunately, Akbar was a fair and just ruler. When he heard of this incident, he frowned. This smells of corruption, he said. He turned to his trusted advisor. Birbal, I entrust this matter to you. Go to the village and discover the truth. But beware, Raja Bhanu is powerful and cunning. Birbal bowed. I will leave at once, your majesty. Birbal arrived at the village dressed in humble clothes, appearing as a wandering storyteller. He quietly spoke to the villagers, listened to their accounts, and investigated the area. He learned that the messenger, a boy named Gopal, had indeed left with the tribute, but no one had seen or heard from him since. Some believed he had run away with the gold. Others whispered he had just been ambushed. Birbal sensed foul play. He then turned his attention to Raja Bhanu's camp nearby. Lavish tents, armed guards, and crates of supplies surrounding his entourage. Birbal needed a way to trick the greedy noble into revealing the truth. That evening, he disguised himself as an eccentric priest and went to the camp carrying a small locked box. Hail, mighty Raja Bhanu, he said dramatically. I am Swami Bhavunanda, servant of the divine. I bring a most miraculous object. Raja Bhanu raised an eyebrow. What nonsense is this? Birbal bowed low. Inside this box is a sacred seed. It reveals the truth in all liars. If planted by a guilty man, it will refuse to sprout. But in the hands of the innocent, it grows instantly, even on stone. Now this, Raja Bhanu found interesting. And why have you brought it to me? To cleanse this land of sin, my lord, Birbal said, eyes twinkling. There is talk of a stolen tribute. If the accused touches the seed, we will know who lies. The greedy noble laughed. A parlor trick, but amusing. Let's test it. Birbal announced the ritual would be performed the next morning in the village square. All villagers and Raja Bhanu's men would participate. By dawn, the square was packed. A ceremonial pot filled with the soil was placed in the center. Birbal, still in disguise, held up the locked box. Within lies the divine seed of truth, he proclaimed. Each of you must place it in the pot. The guilty one's seed will not sprout. He opened the box and handed each person a small identical black seed. One by one, villagers stepped up, placed their seeds and stepped back. Then Raja Bhanu and his soldiers planted their seeds too, laughing mockingly at the ritual. After all the seeds were planted, Birbal said, Return tomorrow. The seed of the truth grows overnight. The crowds disappeared, murmuring. That night, Birbal returned secretly and removed the seed. He replaced them with sprouting ones in all the villagers' spots, and none in the spaces planted by Raja Bhanu and his soldiers. At dawn, the crowd gathered once more. To their astonishment, tiny green shoots had emerged from every villager's seed, but none from the noblemen. The pots for Raja Bhannu and his guards remained bare. Gasps filled the air. Birbal, now revealed and dressed in his courtly attire, stepped forward. "Oh, noble Raja Bhannu," he said loudly, "why does your seed not grow? Surely a man of honor has nothing to fear." Raja Bhanu stammered, This is a trick!" "Yes, a trick," Birbal agreed, "but yours, not mine. You framed these innocent people, stole the tribute, and silenced their messenger. Did you think the emperor would not notice your theft?" Then Birbal snapped his fingers. From behind the trees, royal guards appeared along with a thin, bruised boy. "Gopal, a missing messenger. I found him tied in your old stables, my lord," Birbal said coldly. "You had captured him after he delivered the tribute to your man, who never passed it to the royal treasury." The villagers gasped in joy and relief. Gopal bowed to them tearfully. Raja Bhanu tried to flee but was quickly seized by the emperor's guards. Back in the palace, Emperor Akbar heard the full report. "Your wit once again brings justice, Birbal," Akbar said. "And your miracle seed, how did it work?" Birbal chuckled. "It was an ordinary black seed. I told the guilty they wouldn't sprout, so out of fear they either kept it or replaced it. The innocent had nothing to fear and planted it as instructed. I simply made sure that the results matched their conscience." Akbar smiled broadly. "Let the people say what they will. Birbal's tricks are miracles of the mind." The village was freed from all false taxes and the people celebrated Birbal's cleverness with garlands and songs. So the moral of the story is that deception may hide the truth for a while, but wisdom always reveals it in the end. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one with another twist, another tale, and another truth. Bye bye, see you very soon.